All right, this is session recap for the 24th day of September. Morning we watched, last night we were coming down and we immediately had a big turn right there. And so now we're in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave to the upside. All right, so this will probably finish off with the fib up here and then it's done. All right, now it could finish off here, as you can see. All right, could be right here. That could be it, and we're going down. All right. MACD, however, tells you don't even think about it yet. That's what it said. Don't think about it yet. All right, keep this structure going to get a pullback and then go to that target up there. But take this channel off, I'm a seller. So I'm a buyer right now, and MACD says you're a buyer, so I'm leaving it alone. All right. All right, so dollar up means euro to the downside, and euro, of course, went down to the ATR. Gee, I wonder if they knew where it was. Notice when they hit the ATR, they exited. All the traders that took that, who were trading the ATR, took their profit right there. All right. So if dollar keeps going up, however, we're going to come down. Look for this fib down here. Why would I look for that fib? Because it's the same amount of area, less 1 or 2 pips. All right. So then you're looking at this. See, that would be the target tonight. All right. Roughly. Yeah, it depends on where this is at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Pound dollar. All right. Pound dollar did the same thing. When dollar went up, it went down, and nobody traded that. It was alert last night. Nobody traded it. They also opened and closed the candle down here. What are they telling you? I opened and closed the candle below that ATR right there and the range. What does that mean? We're probably going down, and MACD says look for the down move. All right. So you're going to look for the down move. We take this off to the other side here, and we'll pop a fib from the swing high to swing low to swing high right there. And we're probably coming down to the 1.618 tonight. All right. If MACD, if the dollar keeps going up, look for the 1.618. Can't trade dollar Swissy or New Zealand dollar or Aussie dollar or Aussie yen or Euro pound or New Zealand yen or Aussie Swissy or pound Swissy or Aussie New Zealand. The ATRs are too low. But dollar Swissy, even though we can't trade it, it validates the dollar. Is it going up? Yes, it is. All right. So it validates, yes, the dollar is going up. You just got a white dot on the bottom here. All right. Dollar yen. That means it should go up. It did. Followed it up, went to its ATR. Big candles you hold, and you're holding for that fib right there. Now, tonight, all right, it's going to be a tough trade tonight on dollar yen because you got a fib and a range stop here. So unless it pulls down, unless this thing pulls down and bounces like that, you're not going to have a trade on the dollar yen tonight because that's all you got left right there. All right. So watch it. Over to euro yen.
That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free.
Daughter, catch her in a minute. All right. So over here we had a rising wedge on euro yen. All right. Now euro yen, dollar went up. It continued moving up very methodically. It could be a rising wedge. But right now you got a huge clue here. What's the huge clue? See this right here? Right there. That's the clue. Well, it doesn't look like much. That's all it takes. Plus, we're doing that. They tell us we're going up. We're not done to the downside yet. All right. So when you get a significant move in here like this, then you're going to calculate this. All right. So be careful. All right. So that's all there is to it. All right. And let me take all this off here. All right. Now that we put that top in up there. You say, well, that ain't much. Well, why are you changing everything? Because that shows me we're not going down and the histogram says we're going up. That's the clues. They are minute. Your job is to see them. All right. So we're going up in there somewhere. All right. So we would, pop a fib and this, it gets down to the downside now, get rid of it. And we're going to go up instead. We're going to go from swing low, swing high, swing low. And probably, we could get to the 2.618. Yeah. 72 pips from the all-time high. So not much room. That would take it up here, that 2.618, because that's 1, 2, 3. See that? 3 T30, so 90 pips up to there. So that's about 80 pips. 72 would be right around in here. There you go. All right. So I can also now put the channel back on here. You say, well, gosh, you're making these decisions pretty quick. Heartline, 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 heartline. See how I ignored those? You know why I ignored those? Because my left brain said, don't take them. Take this one down here. It automatically calculates the heart line. I don't have to do that. It can do that in its brain if you did enough, if you have enough channels in your brain. I got about 30, 40, 50,000 of them in there. All right. But if you got enough, it can make that decision for you. Watch for that. All right. That means that pound yen will probably continue on up with our fifth wave. Our target this morning is 200, 200.50. If they're 5 pips away, they're going to put a whip to it. All right, tonight we're going to look for at least the double top here and maybe the 1,000. And that may be the end of the fifth wave right there. All right, so you got 5 waves working right now. You got a 1, you got a 2, you got a 3, you got a 4, and then a 5 wave maybe here and maybe all the way up to there. So be careful, watch it. You're getting all the signals you need right now. All right, over to Euro Aussie. All right, Euro Aussie, we went down last night when the dollar went up. So to look for it to come down to this fib tonight, you know, right there about 76.80 area right in there. All right, see that? 4 into 1. 1 is here. Not enough to worry about. If this is 1, this is 2, that's 3. This is 4. They should have bounced there. Well, they had a channel down here. All they did was this little bit right there. See that? I don't care about that. Michael, always think about this. Okay, Michael's the engineer, so it had to stop right here and bounce. Okay, that's the engineer. The artsy fartsy guy goes, no, there's a channel here. There's only 12 pips to go. They'll go get that. See? Because they know there are buyers here. They know there are buyers here. See? At the bottom of the channel. And sure enough, we're there. Yeah, here it is. See them right there? All right. So now the engineer goes, broke the rule. Here's what you think about, Michael. When you were a kid and you rode a bike and all of a sudden you had to, and all of a sudden you had to stop and you weren't ready for it. So what did you do? Instead of just stopping your bike, you hit the brakes and then you turned it sideways and skidded to the stop. Did you remember that? This is a bicycle tire skid right there. That's what that is. Right? So I don't care if it comes in 10, 15, 20 pips. That doesn't matter. I know they're trying to turn it. All right. And then the artsy fartsy side takes over and says, yeah, and you got a channel there. No wonder it did that. Right? All right. There we go. So, you know, the market is full of nuances. Right? Full of nuances. And trader, the more work they do in the past, the easier they get comfortable with the nuances. Called a pip drift. There you go. All right. Watch for that euro New Zealand down to there. Swish in. All right. We're topping out up here. And we may get one more move up in here, but we are in stratosphere right up in here. So, you know, be very cautious. I only target the 1.618 tonight. If you get a pullback, target that. And boy, it's going to be tough to get up in there. But MACD says we're still going up. That right there says we're still going up. We put a higher high end right there. There's the piece of information you're looking for. 3 candles open and closed above this day chart top. We're going up. Pound Aussie, all right, came down. All right, tonight target this fib right down here. Actually, it'll be further. That's a bigger area. So I target the 2.0300 down here, right down there, a little bit below that fib. Euro New Zealand, all right. Euro New Zealand following the dollar up. All right, so we're looking for this target. We had this target this morning. Now they have really put information in now. See that? That's a big piece of information with the turn down here. All right. So I'd certainly look for the flag target up here at 1,000. All right. Tonight. All right. Over to pound New Zealand. And the last one we can trade. And pound New Zealand up to target. We're just shy of target right now. They'll easily hit that by 5 o'clock this afternoon. Look for the 2.618 tonight up there. That's a big opportunity up there. Look at that big wide open space up there. Woo, baby, come to Papa. That's sweet. All right. All right, there we go.